Let me put my penis away.
Oh no! Hey, I have this shirt coming. It's Chapel Roan, but it says Roan of Arc.
That's cool.
It's so rad. It's long sleeve and it's got stuff down both sleeves too, and it's and on the back. And on the back.
Yeah.
It's so good.
That's cool.
I love following weird little artists.
Did I tell you guys about what happened to the stupid keyboard here?
Yes, the P.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I was like, which letter? The P.
I have an update on it because I tried to get it fixed.
Okay.
And I would really like to tell it. Let me just make sure that we're coming through. Hey, if anybody is watching, I know we're on super early without any kind of notice. I didn't even post it on Facebook.
It's true.
Yep.
It's fine.
If you can hear and see us.
Honestly, I want someone to complain.
Be like, how dare you come on early?
No, then it's someone giving us feedback.
Well, that's how Matt ended up doing it the first time, saying that I was too loud, and then you guys weren't loud enough.
Yeah.
And then I got I didn't tell you guys about the time that I got super fixated. It wasn't that long ago on that one comment on YouTube.
Yeah.
That said that.
Oh yeah. You did tell us. Yes. Oh my god.
Was that the one that was pretty recent?
Hey, it's coming through.
Yeah.
And it looks great. Nice.
I like it. All right, I'm just going with my top off. Oh no!
Classic.
I was talking about my beer.
Classic.
I don't even have articles yet. I'm fucking rocking today, guys. This is awesome.
All right, hey, it's fall break, baby. All right, I'm taking us in.
All right.
Here we go. What is up, everybody? You have just tuned to the Tether Radio podcast, the only podcast keeping you from spiraling out into the infinite abyss. I'm your host, Daniel, and I'm joined in person
Woo!
by Allie and Larry today. Ooh, and I almost knocked my beer over trying to hit them home.
Good thing it's not even open.
I see an issue
Yeah, good point.
with that. So
All
I'll
right.
just move it over here and be extra careful. And
No, this was me, dude. This
No,
is
it was his
mine.
own beer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, whatever. I don't want to take the risk of
It's fine. We're all
Miri.
good.
I don't want Miri to kill me.
Yeah.
That's what I'm concerned about.
Dude, that's the worst part. She wouldn't kill you. I
She's alive.
I wouldn't wake up tomorrow. That's what would occur. So, yes. So if you're hearing my voice, that means you've just tuned in to episode 318 of Tether Radio Podcast. This is looser fit than normal. I know.
If you can even believe it.
It's a loosey goosey.
So we like.
Some would say.
I swear to God, it says episode 317.
I fucking showed
Okay,
you.
he did show me.
It's like it's cueing that from behind or something.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
God, dude. Honestly, I remember when I used to cue from behind. Anyway.
Hate it here.
It's already terrible. But anywho, thank you guys for joining us. For whoever decides to stumble upon us or whatever. It is fall break in the county that we reside in, which means kids are out. Parents are at their fucking wits' end, and
Parents are getting trashed on a daily basis because of it.
Well, some of us have the exact opposite occur on breaks, so I won't name names, or point fingers or Larry.
Wow.
All
Just
right. But I will take a sip of this delicious beverage.
oh shit,
that-
we were supposed to rate it. Yeah, I forgot about that.
So, PBR extra.
So-
Allie, have you tasted yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Toast.
Cheers.
I like it.
Cheers.
I like it.
I promise
I guess
I
I
won't.
ruined that by
No,
not saying
no,
I
it's
liked
fine.
it before
I think
you
I
tried
took
it.
a sip too.
What did I say earlier? It's going to be the same, but a little skunkier.
Yeah.
So
I
it's
think it
like
tastes
that
better than-
back end. It's that back end,
Yeah.
like it's a little sweeter.
I was hoping.
Sweeter's fair. Sweeter's
know?
fair. Yeah.
I was hoping to everything out there that it wasn't what are they called? Fucking ice. When they they mix it with liquor.
It's like
Oh, no, those are
is that what they
awful.
do?
I was like, dude, if this is another
Ice beer
ice
kinda.
beer, I'm gonna be so pissed because
Yeah.
not. But
Dude, Pabst has
They're
standards.
not. Those aren't mixed with.
They're low, but they're standards. So
yeah, I don't know if they're mixed with.
I think
malt,
it's
but
just where they
like,
take it out of the
it's the
vat.
line.
It
isn't
says it's ice brewed lager Like Natty Ice specifically is.
Yeah, let's just talk about what we're really talking about.
What
Natty
else?
Ice.
Bush Ice.
Natty Ice.
Bush Ice is.
That's what we're
They're
all
all
talking about.
ice brewed, and I don't know what that means, but it doesn't have malt liquor in it.
It just has that taste. Like,
It's
is it
just
nasty?
bad.
But it's like
It's
it's like
awful.
to me it's sweet.
It's like something about beers that come in clear glass bottles.
yeah.
Illegal.
Or like
Throw them
liquor
all
that
away.
comes in plastic bottles.
Also illegal, except if it's an airplane bottle.
Wait a
Yeah.
second. What?
Yeah, dude. If you're buying a vodka and it comes in a plastic bottle,
I did that like in undergrad,
Yeah.
but like you graduate to like glass once you know. Well, I guess once you graduate, I don't know. So once you get a job and like make real money or something, I don't know, which I've yet to do so
Yeah, I was
far.
gonna say.
So I just came across this at that one particular gas station, so I wanted to try it, and it didn't disappoint me. I think I personally feel like it tastes better than Bud Light so far.
You think it tastes better than Bud Light? So Bud Light is so light, man.
I
It's
love Bud
kind of
Light, dude.
like it's kind of like water to me.
But sometimes
it's not in a bad way. It's just like it's literally like it's neither here nor there. It's just kind of it is, you know.
I guess
Why are we existential about some Bud Light?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just describing how it is for me.
Yeah.
I'll choose Budweiser over Bud Light personally.
I love Bud Light.
I don't know why. I just like. Plus, I like the little crown and the tabs. That's really fun. Did you know that they have a crown stamped in the tabs?
the Budweiser
No.
Budweiser.
Yeah, Budweiser had that. I didn't know Bud Light had it.
No, Bud Light does not have it.
because it's not the king of beers. Budweiser is.
It's Prince of Beer.
It's the Prince of Beer. Oh my god.
Anyway.
Anywho, if you're hearing us rambling about
The Prince of Beers.
the Prince of Beers, which if it was a shorter title, it
Prince
could have
of
been
Beers, yeah.
the
Beer's
show title.
solid, yeah.
But I know, I'm sorry, I was pushing limits with quartz, pure quartz.
Man, that was cracking me up to put on there, though.
Yeah. Oh my god. Well, so yeah, man. Well, let's get into this bad boy. We are starting a little bit early this week, just
Barely.
because
Just
barely.
barely.
Yeah.
We're starting on time.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good point.
That's really all it
point.
is.
But yeah, we decided that we were gonna pull an audible. We don't actually all get to hang out, all three of us together ever. So
Whose fault is that?
Yours.
it's probably
Yeah,
mine.
It's my fault.
But
It's anyone but my fault. I'll tell you that.
we both knew that whoever was asking
It's one
whose
of the
fault
two of
is it,
us.
yeah, it's one of us. So, but anyway, so what we're probably gonna do is do a normal episode, and then we're gonna do a team building exercise and go eat a beer.
Fucking eat a
my
beer.
God,
We're gonna eat
go
the
fucking munch a
entire cup,
beer,
yeah.
dude.
Dude, I love it.
Holy
Man, when was the
Scheisse.
last time? I was thinking this on the way here because I started seeing all of the new development, like
Yeah.
the Chick-fil-A, the new neighborhoods and all that.
Yeah.
When's the last time I was over here whenever we recorded?
I legit don't remember.
I don't know,
'Cause
because
the
you didn't
last
come in
time-
the summer. And
This
Yeah.
is a weird angle to be talking to you at.
Yeah, because you're talking like at the side of my head.
And
Yeah.
I
I'm talking at you.
I don't think
know.
I don't think you came on spring break last year.
No, because
It might have been like last Christmas break.
Oh fuck!
his car. He had car issues the last time that he was available to come in person.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
and it was the fact that the Flintstone mobile, his feet really hurt that day. So
It doesn't work well with the boots.
it's a little clunky.
a little clunky, a little wonky, a little
Oh my god.
Glonky.
Clunky. So yeah, how are you guys' weeks going?
Damn, I
Yours
had
should be
something.
fucking money in the bank. Like,
I have been lazy all week.
have you worked at all this week?
No, I'm off all week.
Oh, for fall break.
Yeah.
I'm employed by Knox County. I'm just kidding.
Quit
Knox
dox-
County School
Quit
School
doxing
System.
me. No,
Quit doxing me.
no, dude.
Nah, dude.
Nah, dude. I've been pretty just chill because I needed a break, man. You know.
Yeah.
But other than that, dude, you're not gonna get much out of me as far as the week. right now. I may remember some stories a little bit later, but
Uh-oh. Don't you threaten me with a good time.
I'm still trying to pull articles right now.
No, just dude, let it be, man. Just like let Allie and I volley it back and forth and show you how podcasting's really done. I'm kidding.
Whatever.
Allie, how about your week?
I drove to Chattanooga twice to co-work since we recorded last week, just to like. I like going down there, and now that it's not 99 degrees every fucking day, the drive is even better. And
It's feeling so nice outside.
Dude, it's so nice. And one of my coworkers is displaced from Asheville right now, so I'm trying to go down and hang out. He's like 20-year friend of mine, so like, well, now that you're in town and we can all hang out and work together, I'll come down more. So going back tomorrow too. It's cool. I like it.
Dude, and that's just a hop and a skip, man.
It's like it should be an hour and a half, but getting back always takes like 3 hours because Chattanooga traffic is insane from like, I don't know, 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. or something. Like there's no missing it.
I don't, dude, honestly, Knoxville is getting
I was going to say, then by the
like,
time I finally get back to Knoxville, then right where it merges back into I-40 is just fucked again.
Yep. Yeah, dude.
So.
Dude.
But in an effort to consume less terrible fucking news, I've read 3 books in the course of like 5 days.
Damn. There's some.
One of those was an audiobook over the course of Chattanooga and back twice.
Yeah.
But it feels good to be like, oh, I'm not sure the last time I scrolled on TikTok for 3 hours at once. Like,
oh, man, no, well, not TikTok, but like Instagram. I literally fell into like a food hole on Instagram, and I was like, I was only on it for like 20 minutes.
See, and I just fall into like right now, like it's been all the last hurricane stuff. So Helene, and then now Milton's going to hit in a couple hours. And like, that's all but between that and the election stuff, my brain is just like, shut up.
I need Washington D.C. to just like implode.
Seriously, let the hurricane hit. Like, start over.
Can a hurricane just come down from outer space just on D.C.?
Burn it down, and we'll start over.
We'll figure it out. I promise.
Start new.
We did it once. We can do it again.
Build back better.
Oh no.
Oh, I do have an update on Mr. Tittyfuck. So
Is that what we're calling him?
That's what I've named
Why
him.
not, man?
Yeah. Imagine if this is somebody's first time listening to us.
So,
First
Mr.
of all-
Tittyfuck.
First of all, we're sorry. Second of all, you're welcome.
This guy, to recap, if you missed an episode or two or haven't seen me in real life in a minute, because it's all anybody's making fun of and it's actually hilarious, but swapped numbers with this guy who had been nothing but normal and friendly, and then he immediately sent me some really sketchy stuff about titty fucking in text messages, and I was like, what? And then he's just been weird every time I've like encountered him since. So anyway, turns out it's not just me. He said some weird stuff to a bartender that works at the brewery. And she was telling another one of our friends, listen to what this guy just said to me. And he's like, wait till you hear what he said to Allie. And she goes, I knew about that. I didn't know it was this guy.
Oh, so this dude's just crazy.
This guy's just foul.
Yeah.
And he told her, like, somebody was talking about, like, food or cooking or something.
Yeah.
And he told her that there's a cookbook on Amazon that every recipe in it uses cum. Bro, no one asked, dog. This girl is like 40-ish, married, has 5 children.
This has to be. This
also
has to
can't
be,
get away
like,
from you. She's stuck working.
Yeah.
Also, Matt, fuck you.
What? What did I say?
Don't hate on Matt.
This just in, Matt.
Not the finance, bro.
There goes my
Larry, for real though, you're off this week and you're dressed like this.
Dude, I know it's weird, huh?
That's wild.
I was, I don't know, just living my best life, man.
That's not my best life.
Well, no, hey, Matt. Anything that he says is not financial advice.
Yeah, please don't.
Do not consider it financial advice.
That's all I'm gonna leave you with. Okay,
but the guy also told her that he's like, I've actually got a lot of money, so I could buy you a copy if you want me to, and I could produce the substance if you know what I mean.
Wait. Huh?
Oh my
No,
God.
dude, no one wants your cum.
Can someone like just give this dude one of those books that it's like a guide to being a gentleman?
Throw
kinda
this guy
thing?
in the gulag. This guy is cooked. No.
You think he's past like
Yes.
Past redemption or
Past. He can't be fixed.
can't be fixed.
it can't be
No,
fixed?
no.
God.
He doesn't deserve being fixed.
No.
Get
well,
your
no,
shit
well,
straight.
it depends on what kind of fixing
He
you're.
deserves that. He deserves becoming a eunuch.
Hey, honestly,
but-
I have a 10% off. I believe
no.
a spay or neuter from Young Williams Animal Shelter.
Hell yeah.
You think we'd lure him over there? I mean, this dude doesn't need to procreate. So
Does that
come on.
expire?
He was also.
I think they might like honor it if it's for that cat.
This is for a good cause.
Yes, seriously.
He
I'll
also-
pay full price, man.
He was also talking about all the women on the dating apps. Like
I'm at 11%. Sorry, can you?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I need to steal Miri's cable again.
Oh my god.
Okay, what?
Larry.
I don't. Okay, hang on.
No.
Hey, yeah, because you can't just pull shit because
No.
there's.
It actually matters.
Okay.
It actually
What,
means
what are
something.
you needing to go in that?
Just
Oh, okay. Give me a second. Derailing us.
Lord.
Welcome.
So, but the guy also said he told somebody that like she was pretty for a bigger girl. I'm trying to think of who he told this. But that a lot of the girls on the apps, they take pictures at all these angles so they look like they're not actually that big, and then you meet them and they're fat.
okay, so he was.
This man is
catfish,
350
like-
pounds if I'm a pound. Shut
Yeah.
up about women being fat.
I bet he has that generic
Everything.
fuck boy profile picture on his Facebook. You know, like he takes pictures like this.
Probably like a boomer.
Yeah, or like a bald eagle in the background.
Allie.
What?
It's a glandular disease for him.
What's a glandular disease?
That's
Glands.
not kidding, I was joking.
From what?
get it.
Okay.
No, I just don't get it.
You've never heard somebody be like, "Oh, it's a glandular disease."
Oh, that's why he's fat.
Yeah. I'm saying
Oh.
that no, he's just a piece of shit.
I'm just like, dude, like I can't imagine
Sorry.
who talks about people like this.
No, I mean this dude just deserves no freebies, no nothing.
no bitches,
Yeah.
and that's what he's
No
getting.
bitches.
No
No, he's
bitches.
never gonna have that. Like, my gosh. Hell, he barely has a bartender that wants to serve him. So.
She doesn't want to.
Exactly.
None of them want to now.
Oh,
Oh,
excuse me.
no.
Damn.
Yep.
All right. Coming out hot.
Anyway,
Here's Wonderworld.
All right, so I have some stuff
'Kay.
that
What
I
happened?
concluded. I finished The Shining on book,
yeah.
and whatever, audio. It was phenomenal once again. I kind of am going. I wish that somebody would kind of redo The Shining. I think I'm ready for that. I think we've had enough of a reprieve from like the whatever 70s or early 80s Kubrick, and then the TV show one that was supposed to be like more accurate to what Stephen King wanted.
Yeah.
I'm kind of ready for like somebody to, because I think that they could do something. Do you remember the topiary animals? Okay. I think they could do something with CGI,
And it would actually look
be
rad.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know. So I feel like we've come far enough in technology that I think that they could redo The Shining and actually do pretty fucking well.
I'm surprised they've not actually,
I think people are terrified to touch anything that Kubrick did,
which is fair. That's
it-
why we've
and
not
I
had
agree.
another big moon landing.
Yes, I love you, Alec. I love
Kubrick
that.
did the moon landing.
Dude, he totally did.
Okay. I can't get shit to paste in the Google Drive, so you're just
my
gonna have to trust me
God.
on my sources.
No, we have to read along because you don't make sense. You've got to post stuff.
All right, so finished that. I started Amityville Horror, and I didn't
You
realize.
read that as a kid. I remember you telling me you read that
stopped-
at like
no, no.
12 or something.
Yeah, but I stopped reading it because I started having night terrors, and I was like, I have to fucking finish this thing, and I didn't realize how many movies pulled from that fucking book.
Really?
Like, and I'm saying like, I don't know.
But as like a concept.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's like the Indian burial ground kind of thing, and like
okay.
the like the I was trying to think of I don't know. There were I didn't take notes while I was listening to it because that's why I listen to shit. But
we
Did you
expected a
listen the whole
concise
way through
summary.
it?
I know. Say what?
Did you listen the whole way already?
I've got an hour and a half left.
Okay,
I think,
cool.
or something.
Cool.
So, dude, it's only like a 6-hour book.
Yeah, it says it's
So-
like 300 pages.
Yeah.
I talked a friend into reading 11/22/63, and she was like, "I have like 100 pages left. It's so fucking good." And I was like, "I know, I told you."
Dude, that book was phenomenal.
Yeah. They just redid Salem's Lot. They made a new movie of it that came out
Megan and I watched it.
Thursday. Did you?
Yes.
Is it good?
We watched it. It was pretty good.
Okay.
I would say maybe like a solid 6.5, something like that. So I would recommend
You
it.
and your ratings out of 10 always fuck me up. I'm like, that's
Out of what?
stellar out of a 5. Out of a scale of 5, that's great.
3.25. No, I'm just kidding.
It's like we never know.
But it's like I don't know. I can't. I feel like a 60 just is like too tepid, and then like a fucking 80 is too high.
Bro, did you write a thesis on scaling systems, like rating systems?
No, I'm just saying.
And the connection between a rating system and feelings.
In my head, like, okay, you know what The Shining got? A fucking 5.
Right.
Period.
Right.
Kryptonomicon, fucking 5, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
The Shining book is so different than the movie. I've not
It's
seen
very
I've not
different.
seen the movie because I'm the worst. But I know
the
how different
movie's
it is.
phenomenal.
I know,
but you're
it's
right.
way like
It's very, very different.
the
And-
book is just dread, and it's like not much really happens, but you're just like, oh no, the whole time. And the movie has stuff happen.
The thing that I love about the book that the movie doesn't do a very good job of, but it would be very difficult. What?
Brandon said, "Who's the guy who looks like he's going to ask me about my taxes?" For anybody listening and not
Yes.
watching, Larry's here in
Holy
person
shit.
on his week off, middle of his week
Why
off,
are you wearing that?
dressed up.
I just have jeans, and it's just
You
a
have
mess,
a
dude.
collared shirt
You have a
on.
long sleeve Oxford on that's buttoned up with a vest zipped over it.
No, she's literally accurately describing what you're wearing. Like, I don't know why you're getting upset.
I am dressed like usual, like I'm gonna go ride bikes with the other 4th grade boys.
Dude, and I
And
literally-
Daniel's right with me.
Yeah, seriously.
It was the other fourth
I'm
grade.
asking where our helmets are.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm calling you a pussy, saying, why are we wearing helmets if our moms aren't even home?
Yes.
Larry's narking us out.
I know.
I'm just trying to
Larry's like,
balance my checkbook.
My mom's got my phone on Life 360. She'll know how fast we're going on our bikes. She'll tell us to slow down. 10 miles an hour is too fast.
Incredible.
Look, man, and you saw when I saw that message because I was like, son of
That's
a
what made me flip back over and look.
Holy shit, man.
Are you trying to do like 30 days of horror movies or whatever for October?
Yes, but then I realized
Kind of relaxing it a
that
little
I'm
bit.
2 years away from being 40, and like my nights get late a lot earlier. But yes, so we've done. We did Salem's Lot, the remake.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. Like I said, 6.5.
Had you ever read that or seen the old one or anything?
So I had just finished. Megan wanted to fucking kill me.
What'd you do?
Why?
I was through the entire thing. I was like, "Well, that didn't happen in the book. Like, this happened in the book."
Oh.
And she's like, "Stop! Just fucking stop talking. Just watch it. Just watch the movie." But I think that's also why I didn't think it was as good. Maybe
Because you just read the book.
dude, the book was really good.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Yeah, you absolutely.
You know what I just watched 2 days ago?
What?
Allie, ask me what I just watched 2 days ago.
101 Dalmatians.
No.
God. Two girls, one cup.
What did you watch 2 days ago?
Interstellar. Thank you.
Oh, remind me to show you the thing that we made downstairs.
Oh, yeah, that thing was cool.
It was
Yeah, you
pretty
sent me a picture of it. I like it. I want to see it, though.
neat. Yeah, dude, in person. it's
It
totally
never
different.
gets
No,
fucking
it's
old.
good.
Every time I watch
So
it,
good.
dude, it's like I discover something new about it. Because I look
So
at it through the
fucking good.
lenses of, other conspiracy theories online.
Well, we're gonna cancel
Larry-
the episode 1 week,
Larry-
and it's just gonna be us tricking Allie into coming over here to watch Interstellar.
Daniel and I both have the article you just pasted.
Oh shit! I'm just pasting an article, so just
Yeah, just go ahead and stop. Like, well, we got plenty of stuff.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's fine. Am I the asshole? Am I
But
the
that is the one that Wes said that he wants us to act out.
okay.
That's what that
yeah.
is.
Okay.
But hey, but at the same time, great minds think alike.
Exactly. And that is absolutely our brand.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely,
that's fair
dude.
on all of our counts.
I mean, it is on the news outlet that I count on for some of the articles.
right.
AP News?
No, New York Post.
Well, I think everybody
I'm
picked it
talking
up.
about
'cause
the AP News one.
Oh.
Yeah, you haven't even posted
Oh
anything.
shit! I was thinking it was the New York Post one. Okay, never mind.
You haven't even
Damn.
posted the title. Anyway, so
You see how very organized we are. Now I
Hey,
actually have a camera to
don't-
look to for the fourth wall break.
hey,
Oh, God.
do not lump us in the same category.
How
We
dare.
had our shit on here. I had already commented, and Allie had responded to the fact that it was a slow news week. So, yeah. So did Salem's Lot? Megan got annoyed at me. Have either of you guys seen Sinister?
I feel like I have, but I don't. It wasn't memorable enough for me to remember.
I
You
have
probably-
heard that it's great.
It is. Honestly, the more that I watch it, the more I like it. And this last time I bought it on Blu-ray, so because it is the most creepy, like the combination of weird images on a screen and music that is kind of detached from the weird images.
Yeah.
That sends chills down my fucking spine.
Okay.
So-
Something about it reminds me of this book that I read called Night Film. Mm-hmm. And I'm really wondering how similar they are. It is a
It might be based
psychological.
on it, dude.
It's not, because they came out like near each other.
Oh, huh.
But it's a psychological thriller about a disgraced journalist who investigates the death of a young woman and her reclusive horror film director father. See where I'm getting
So it's
the
kind of
similar?
no. There's definitely an overlap.
Yeah.
I absolutely would recommend it. It is definitely.
It's gory though, it looks like.
It's not gory. It's just
It's about snuff films.
Hey.
yeah, but I'm telling you, it's not gory. It's weird, dude. I'm telling you. Ask Megan once we finish the episode. Ask Megan. She will tell you. It's not gory. It's disturbing.
Okay.
That's what
I
it
can do
is.
that. I can do
Yeah.
that.
It's like okay.
Disturbia.
Is choking getting or being
kinky.
or is that gory? It's
No,
not, but
no.
it's like violent as hell,
turn
and
me
it's
on.
like, you know what I'm saying?
Larry.
God, I know, seriously.
I didn't know if you guys were actually listening.
No,
to
we're
things.
trying
Yes,
not to.
no, I'm trying to talk over you. But it's really good, and it has made it onto my like every October list
Yeah.
for sure. And then we rewatched The Conjuring, the original one, because in my opinion, the vast majority of the other ones are just not that great.
Yeah.
But the
I heard that
original
couple
one
was, trash.
good. Oh, dude,
Pieces of shit.
I don't know about that. You know,
Oh.
this is what I believe that there are things that we don't understand on this planet, kind of thing, that can fuck with us. And do I believe that there are people out there that can see him and stuff? Maybe. I don't know. Do I think that this random whatever Ed and Lorraine Bobbitt?
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I can't remember what their last. It's Ed and Lorraine something.
Was it not Bobbitt?
No,
That sounded right.
That's Lorena Bobbitt.
Lorraine
That's
Bobbitt,
why
yeah.
it sounds right.
she's the pee ghost.
Ed and Lorraine not Ed and Lorraine, whatever their name was.
Warren.
They were a real story though, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, they're very real.
Yeah, because I feel like last podcast covered them ages ago.
Yeah. Which, I mean, like, dude, I think that maybe they came across, like, obviously, I think there's a boatload of shit that happens, and if you are making your, whatever place in this world that you're this paranormal, like, investigator,
Yeah.
people are going to come out of the woodwork to, and I bet out of, like, 100,000 things or times that they got contacted, probably like 10 or 15 like came to fruition, maybe.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
or something was like off in those. But like, I mean, it's still like, it's just fun to be scared for me.
It's
I
fun to
don't know.
be scared.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, not like, it's really funny because that book that I was talking about, the Coddling of the American Mind, they talk about that's a
book that you said last time that I wanted to read. I forgot to ask. What
it's
the name
really
of it was.
good. But anyway, so they or the dude talks about how there's this like perfect range of like being scared or uneasiness for children, that it's like they like being there, that it's like, oh my gosh, I'm scared but I'm actually really safe, you know, kind of thing. And it's like if you're like not scary enough, then it's like, oh whatever, poo-poo, that's like kid stuff. And if it's too scary, it's fucking terrorizing children, like, you know. And so the guy was talking about in the book, and dude, that's literally me as an adult. Like, I love to be scared, and then it's like, but I don't know. Is there something there? I don't know. Do I really need to pee that bad? Like, and there have been nights that I have gone back to sleep instead of going to pee.
Yep.
Matt wants you to
off.
know that if you're doing spooky stuff, apparently Pornhub has a. No, I'm just kidding. Whatever PT is on sale on the PSN store. So
Oh, what?
apparently it's a game.
No.
What's PT?
I don't know.
So PT was it was billed as a sample game that if you beat it, you got access to a trailer for the new like Silent Hill game. And correct me if I'm wrong, Matt. And like, dude, it was one of the creepiest, like, literally, it was a fucking demo. PlayStation ran it. You could get it for free, and then they ended up like pulling it off the store, and people started selling their hard drives with that on it because you didn't have access to get it anymore.
So it's like when
so-
it's like
Flappy
when-
Bird.
Yeah, that was about to say.
Yeah. Like, so yeah, once you couldn't get it, people were selling their hard drives for like a couple $100, and I mean, like, it's like a $20 hard drive.
Fucking
you know,
crazy, dude.
Yeah, it was wild. But if you have a PlayStation, grab PT. If it's back on the PSN store,
Is
that's
it
fucking
literally
gnarly.
called just PT?
Yeah, just literally the letters PT, and it looks like super basic kind of thing, but it is very, very creepy and unsettling. So.
Directed and designed by somebody in collaboration with Guillermo del Toro.
That's what it was.
That's cool.
Because Guillermo del Toro was supposed to be involved with the Silent Hill remake or something, or not remake, but second game or whatever. And Guillermo del Toro, holy shit, he is amazing.
Yeah,
so,
he's cool as hell.
anywho, that's all I've got. Literally, all we've been doing is like trying to talk Finn into watching scarier shit than he probably should be. So, all week.
Makes sense.
Oh, no, last thing.
Whoop.
We went to take Finn to go see The Wild Robot in theater.
I've heard such good things about that.
It is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, that's what I keep hearing.
I'm saying, like, it is. I will buy this as soon as it is available.
Is it like Wally good?
It is beyond Wally. It's Wally if you put Wally on steroids and then gave Eve, I don't know what, estrogen? I don't know. Is that?
Women actually can also take steroids.
I know. Well, no, dude, that's why, I don't know if you guys knew this, but that's why dudes, bodybuilders will develop what's known as bitch tits, is because if you take too much...
You leave Bob out of this.
No, but check this out. Check this out. If you take too much testosterone, your body ends up accidentally transforming it back into estrogen.
Really?
So, yeah. So it's kind of an interesting just little thing. So.
Don't be spitting out medical facts at me, because
man.
from you, I'm going to take them as truth.
Okay.
Well,
That's the idea. Anywho, that's all I've got for my week. Just lots of horror stuff and wrapping up horror books and taking Nathan Owen's advice and running with flipping the stand. 48 hours. I'll see you then. So, anywho, how How do we want to kick this bad boy off?
So there's this person here.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Larry.
I forgot. Larry's here. No, I'm kidding.
No, you're just hearing voices again. You're going to have to really figure out which one of us is a manifestation and which one is real. Me or Allie.
Well, Allie's the more consistent.
Yeah,
one.
that's what I... See, but so was Tyler in...
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Because he was living with him.
Yeah.
Tyler Durden. That's what you were going for, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is two Fight Club references in like 2 minutes. I mean,
so this is the funny thing. The other dude doesn't have a name.
no, he's just a narrator.
I just love that.
Yeah, I love an unnamed narrator.
Right?
Yeah.
So cool. Anyway, all right, let's find out who the asshole is. Friendo.
Am I the asshole for following my late sister's wishes and kicking our brother out of her funeral?
All right. My late...
Yeah, no, that's
gonna
what
say
she
no.
wanted. She said, "Don't let this guy come to my funeral," and then he came. Bye. Y'all do this for me at my
Are
funeral.
you reading the story?
No, I'm rereading.
okay.
Wait a second.
I had to process the headline. But
Yeah,
I'm
Wait a
okay.
second, wait a second.
If,
You
if
think-
Mr. Tittyfuck shows up at my funeral, I want you to kill him with a gun.
Kill him with
Wait.
a gun.
Are you sure
Not
to
shoot
go?
him. Not shoot him.
I
Just
Kill him with a
honestly,
gun.
I'm gonna tuck a dagger between my boobs. That's what I'm gonna kill him with.
Yes. Please.
his ultimate fantasy becomes his demise.
Oh, dude, I love
Flew
it.
too close to the fucking sun.
There you go.
Fucking A, man. Icarus, you son of a bitch. All right.
I
Edit.
thought you said, "Hey, Chris, you son of a bitch," and I flipped over. I was like, "Who's Chris?" I was like, "Do we have a Chris in the comments?"
Dude, if you have to ask, you don't want to know, Chris.
You can't afford Chris. Chris is actually our full-time editor. That
Yeah.
we can't afford. So there was an edit done to this, which, whatever. My sister passed away recently after long illness. And before she died, she made very clear instructions regarding her funeral. She specifically did not want our brother John to attend or receive any of her ashes, aka Mr. Tittyfuck. To provide some context, John once said something about a dagger titty. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
To provide some context, growing up, my sister wasn't kind to John. John also was not great.
That's in bold. I
Yeah.
feel like that's important to say.
They went back to
Yeah.
make that edit. They fought like cats and dogs. As an adult, she sought therapy, recognized the damage she had done, and tried to make amends. She apologized multiple times and reached out, but John refused to reconcile. He was clear that he didn't want any relationship with her. When she became ill, my sister made one of the last attempts to reconnect, asking John to visit her. He declined again, stating that he had no interest in repairing the relationship, even as she was dying. This hurt her. She made it clear that if he didn't want to see her while she was alive, she didn't want him to be pretty much at her funeral or receive any part of her remains. In her view, if he couldn't show up for her in life, he had no right to be there in death.
Yep, I like her for that.
And this is a legit question.
Mm-hmm.
Is it normal to have someone cremated and give multiple people the remains?
I think it
Close
just all
family
depends
members.
on it
Like
depends on
friend.
the person's
I was just
wishes or
wondering.
whatever.
I've never heard of that personally, but
Some people split them up.
okay.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
I mean, shit. In 2024, not much does.
Well, you can get you can
Wasn't there-
have the ashes made into jewelry.
Yeah,
you can
butt
that's not jewelry.
Was that a show or was that an actual story that we?
Wait, what was said?
I don't know.
I thought you said a pup rug.
He said a butt plug when I said jewelry.
Okay.
You can also mix their ashes into tattoo ink and get it tattooed. And I'm like, that's
I've
always
heard of the ink thing. Yeah.
I can't imagine someone being like, "Oh, I really like your lily on your arm," and you being like, "Cool, my mom's ashes
Yeah.
are mixed in," and you're like,
My dead
"I was
cat's ashes are
actually
in
just
there.
waiting to get another beer." Have a good one though, lady whose name I didn't catch.
I think it's more of a sentimental thing.
Yeah, but
for
you know,
Yeah.
they tell everybody.
Fuck yeah, you do.
Oh, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So anyway, she made the request of not having him show up. Anyway, so John showed up to the funeral, uninvited. I think our uncle gave him the date and time, in line with my sister's wishes. I asked him to leave. He became angry, caused a scene, and accused me of being cruel and preventing him from saying goodbye.
She's actually not there, so you don't have to be there to say goodbye. Thanks, though, John.
She already left.
She actually
John.
tried to say goodbye in real life, and you said no, bitch. Remember, a couple weeks ago.
This is
fuck this guy, dude.
no. This guy seems like
Mr.
a
Titty
tool.
Fuck. Okay. All right, great.
It really is.
Yeah, it's Mr. Titty Fuck. Several family members have since
He's
criticized.
like, I just came for this bar, and I was talking to this girl, and I was commenting on her tattoo. And...
Next thing you know, I'm trending on fucking Twitter, and there's a subreddit about it.
Oh wait, and this next sentence: have you heard about the cum cookbook?
No. No.
Just kidding. That was the same dude, right? Okay.
Also, I looked up on Amazon in incognito because I don't want to fuck my Amazon searches.
Show title: Cooking and Coming. Just kidding.
I don't like how we arrived
I'm once again quitting this podcast.
to that show title. So you looked at Amazon.
Oh, I was just saying, the book's out there. There's at least one. There's a couple, it looks like. Also
Oh,
recommended
you
in
found
the...
my cookbook.
But also recommended in the results
Did you say
was
coupon book?
there was another one called How to Live with a Big Penis. Like how to like live having...
I want that as a book cover and just slip it over books. You know?
Dude, I wrote that one too.
God.
Just kidding.
And it's under fiction. So
Yeah, exactly.
heavily fantasy.
It's called
It's like
historical fiction. I used to have one.
Heavy fantasy.
So I just tried to bring it back up and I just searched semen and put a space in Amazon, right? Semen volume booster, Semenax volume booster for men, semen analysis home kit, semen detection kit, semen volume increaser load boost.
Whoa.
I'm done. I'm done.
That's a that's a horny goat weed
I
at
have
like
to
gas
ask,
station.
like, why? What is the obsession with just like a huge load?
Porn.
But
Porn.
like in normal society, it's like, dude,
It's not. It's not.
it's like, dude,
Just
if
like
you're,
this guy offering his jizz to the bartender who can't escape. It's not normal.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm glad that we got
just
to the
to
bottom of that.
clarify
episode.
that, yeah.
Back to this funeral.
Jeez.
So there's also a bartender's handbook called Semenology. I'm so fucking done with the whole. I'm logging off forever.
Jeez.
Okay, so several family members have since criticized my decision, saying I should have let him stay for closure.
No, fuck them too.
Saying that the funerals are for living. But I pointed out that was her last wish. He thinks I'm a huge jerk, and I am refusing to give him anything of her still. The family is mostly split, so outside opinion.
Do you ever think about like these presumably being fully developed adults?
Yeah.
And then they're going to go
terrifying.
back to their family or whoever and be like, well, I asked Reddit. What do you mean?
They said
Reddit's like an internet, like everybody's strangers and it's anonymous and like there's a lot of idiots. And what they said was that you guys are wrong. And it's like, Stephanie, you are 45. Like, why are you asking Reddit?
I want to know these people that like comment on stuff and they're like, oh, you know, I'm like a whatever, like a what 45 would be Gen X still, right?
Barely, yeah.
Okay. But so like boomers that end up on Reddit, like
how did you get there, dog?
Yeah, how did you find
They're
this?
typing one post. It takes all day because they hunt and peck with their two index fingers.
Yeah.
And it's still in all caps. And no
Dude,
punctuation.
I told my dad, I was like, I will pay for typing lessons. I will get someone to instruct you, or I'll get like,
I would
what
have
is
just
it called?
practiced because it would have driven me crazy. Maybe speaking.
Maybe speaking. Thank you. Yes. But how do you listen and talk at the same time?
Awful.
Did you hear that?
Curse.
I was talking.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. She was finishing speaking and thinking about. All right.
Okay,
anyway.
so
Foul,
that
it's foul.
reminded me.
It's
That
foul.
reminded me of something that I was in a very typical mood of mine, like in my head. And I walked into work in this headspace, and my coworker looked at me and said, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, I've been thinking about something, and I don't know how to ask someone about it. And he looked at me, he's like,
Have you tried being more vague?
and I said, "Okay, let me set it up for
I
you."
was thinking about something, and I'm trying to think about how to ask someone.
Yeah. And he's like,
Is it to titty fuck a girl whose number you just got? Because don't ask her.
he's like, "All right, let's hear it." And I'm like, "All right, man. So I got to frame it this way. You know how people have an internal monologue?" And he's like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, there are people that have an internal monologue, and there are people that don't have an internal monologue." So then I had to explain what that was because he's never heard of it. Then I was like, "Okay, so I woke up randomly in the middle of the night because I had a thought. So people that are deaf and or people that have no internal monologues, do they hear their dreams?"
Well, so I don't think that I don't think it processes like that. So I feel like this would be kind of like asking, okay, you know Spanish and English, correct?
Yeah.
Well, which language do you think in?
It's split, mostly English, but I find myself thinking in Spanish about 30% of the time.
Okay, so that's a weird response because most of the time when I ask people, they're like, you just do it. Like,
Well, we've had this conversation before.
Oh, have we?
I have at least asked him because I'm like,
Okay.
how split is it?
Yeah. No, stop me. Stop me.
So I presented that at fucking 8 o'clock in the morning, and he hasn't asked me what I'm thinking of anymore.
Yeah, dude, honestly, you just lost a friend. Oh, no.
I still don't know the answer to it, you know? So.
Yeah, that's,
Guess you'd have to ask a non-hearing
But it's
person
not-
or a
You'd have to-
Someone with
that'd be
an internal
weird. That'd be-
monologue.
someone that doesn't. That guy apparently doesn't even know what an internal monologue is. So
Everything's external for
He's not. He's
that guy's
not.
just never had a thought. Like that guy's just never.
Does he drool a lot on
Like if you
himself?
could look in his mind, it's just like a tumbleweed, but like it's just in black and white. It's not even a colored tumbleweed.
It's just a cactus with a tumbleweed.
It's that Google
Nobody's talking.
animation when the internet
Yeah, when the
sounds.
internet's sick, yeah.
Just that running over and over again.
Oh my god.
Man, is there a pill I can take to turn my brain into that?
Yes, it's
Dilaudid.
Dilaudid.
Morphine.
That'll get it done.
no. Damn it, the name was right there.
Weed.
The horse.
Ketamine.
Ketamine.
The horse.
Ketamine's a different critter than that.
Yeah. No, dude. Ketamine will have
Yeah.
Allie out there doing stuff she hadn't even thought about doing.
Like, I know I'm not made for weed. I'm way not made for ketamine.
Have you tried ketamine?
I am already so much. Don't make me be that much more.
Oh my gosh, dude.
So you're telling me that this is used to tranquilize horses? Give me a little bit of that.
God, let me hit
Who the
that.
fuck thought of that? Like, that's just weird. Anyway.
Ugh.
Anyway.
I feel like this one's pretty like cut and dry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Also,
feel like she's an asshole.
I really hate when people are like, they're family and they deserve. No, they don't deserve shit. You don't owe them stuff just because they're family. Especially you try to reconcile for years,
Yeah.
sincerely.
Mm-hmm.
This guy didn't want shit to do with you, even on your deathbed, and now thinks he's entitled to come to your funeral.
Yeah.
No.
And I think it's for his own emotional benefit. It's not.
It's probably for appearances. It's
Yeah.
probably so like his
Yeah.
like second cousins and stuff aren't like, John's a dick. He didn't even come to the funeral.
Or like legit, like that he's like being eaten up with guilt because he's been a fucking
he should be.
asshole. No,
Yeah.
I'm not
I know.
disagreeing. I'm just saying that it's like, okay, sorry, dude.
Yeah.
Like, sorry that when you had the chance, you blew it.
She
kind of
asked
thing.
you like, I am
Yeah.
about to die. I would really like to talk things through, and he's like,
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
That's one of those ones that you're just gonna have
Blows
to
a
live with.
raspberry
Yeah.
at her.
Yeah. Why did we all turn into Cartman? We're all like, nah.
Oh my god. All right, let's Allie, this is I brought this one for you.
All right.
All right.
Oh, hell yeah.
I pulled this one from Stereo Gum, which is not
fuck
my
is that?
beat. What is Stereo Gum?
Stereo Gum.
It's
A
like
huge music website.
yeah, it was like
Never
the
heard of
other big one that I watched all the time.
It's
other
up
than
there with like
Pitchfork.
Pitchfork and Alt Press and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
it's a big one.
So Mexican Coke kicked off Fentanyl tour after frontman reportedly fights audience in SLC.
That whole
Is the band
sentence,
called Mexican
yeah,
Coke?
that whole sentence just
I
fucked
know.
me up.
Don't ask questions. Just buckle up.
I'm trying to diagram the sentence in my head.
Yeah.
Is the band called Mexican
Yes.
Coke?
It
Also,
is,
if
it
it
is.
is, dude, what a
That's true. You should have named that band. You should have been in that band.
the
God
fact
damn
that
it,
it took so
Larry.
long.
See, I knew this shit would hit both.
Oh,
like,
hell
with
yeah.
both of you guys. So,
Is he holding a sawed-off shotgun?
I hope so.
I'll get into that a little bit.
Okay, thank God. I see it already in the
Over
okay.
the past year or two, the Houston hardcore punk band Mexican Coke has built up a reputation by playing anarchic,
love hardcore punk.
theatrical live shows. In the past, band members have worn ski masks on
yeah,
stage.
that's a typo, yeah.
And the band's singer has pointed a presumably fake shotgun
Wait a
at
second.
audiences.
I'm
This
going
is
to
what I
presume
love.
that was fake.
It's like, wait,
makes me feel better
nobody
about it.
checked that?
I just want to say that this band has 5,000 monthly Spotify listeners.
5,000.
There are Knoxville bands with more listeners than that. So, like,
So the reason that I chose this though is the way this is written and the names of bands and tours and
Yeah.
stuff. It was just too much.
oh,
to
hell
that
yeah.
hand.
Oh, yeah.
So
Have you heard of any Midwest emo band?
The band titles aren't half as crazy as the song
the
titles.
song, yeah. So recently, Mexican Coke headed out on tour with the Bay Area hardcore band Fentanyl.
Okay, that's actually
wild
also
sentence.
hilarious because I was so broken by Mexican Coke.
Yeah.
That
like
I
there was
didn't-
fentanyl
didn't even
inside Mexico.
pick
I
that
just
up.
called I just thought they named their tour the
The
Fentanyl,
Fentanyl tour, yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Like
So-
you would. Like
Ano-
people do.
That's another convulse records. Oh, God, I hate that word.
Convulse is a weird word.
Records. You want to split it weird,
Yeah.
but then it's like you want to say like convulsive or
Yeah, yeah.
convulsion
Yeah.
or something like that.
Or,
Anyway,
but to convulse. One of the
yeah, that's a use for it.
one of the requirements to join the record label at Convulse is we have a
You have
very
to have epilepsy.
we have a very strict atmosphere here. So our culture is
just
very important.
flashing lights.
So our HR manager, Mexican Coke, along
Yeah,
with our union rep, Fentanyl, are going to show you.
they're going to walk you through the
Fentanyl, by the way, who seems to be the headliner of the tour, has 11,000 monthly listeners.
What the fuck?
There you go.
So like,
Hey man, they're pumping those numbers up.
my
So
God.
Fentanyl is another convulse. Oh my God, records act named after a dangerous illicit substance. No shit.
No.
Given everything I just told you, and this is in parentheses, it's probably safe to say that Mexican Coke are not named after the Coca-Cola with sugar instead of corn syrup.
I'm just scrambling to put this in perspective of like the listener numbers. There's a hardcore band called No Cure who came to Knoxville recently and played at a coffee shop, and they have 21,000 monthly listeners. I just want to like,
Wow. And these
Damn.
people are headlining a tour, right?
yeah.
Fentanyl
No Cure's
is-
pretty big. I don't know why they played such a small venue here, but
That's
like,
pretty cool though.
Yeah, but we just don't have shit for a venue right now. So
Yeah. So this past weekend, Mexican Coke were removed from that tour after a Salt Lake City show that went badly. The
way.
Fentanyl Mexican Coke Asbestos tour came to Salt Lake City's Church and State.
that's the Holy Trinity.
On Saturday night.
Things
that was my
not to
favorite sentence.
ingest: fentanyl, Mexican Coke, and asbestos. Let's go
Dude.
on tour together.
Dude.
Bro, you want to die this weekend?
Oh, my
3
God.
words.
Calling that a 16 ball. It's worse
So-
than an 8 ball,
Literally,
and you will die.
Show title 16 ball.
I'm writing that down.
I have to. I'll finish this and then I'll read a couple of the comments because they were that great.
Yes.
So according to a Reddit thread, Mexican Coke's frontman, quote, spent the entire show drinking in excess, treating young concert goers poorly,
Wait, who is
cussed
this?
out the audience, the front runner for for Mexican Coke.
Okay.
Mexican Coke, yeah. Cussed out the audience and continued to egg on a group of drunk punks in the audience.
All right, all that's pretty normal for a hardcore
yeah,
show.
yeah.
Like,
So another Redditor claims that the singer used slurs, both racist and homophobic.
There it
Yeah, we
is.
usually run people off
Yeah,
for that.
yeah,
Yeah, we
there.
don't. Yeah.
And that he was, quote, throwing beer cans in people's faces.
Yeah, we
that's
also
punk.
don't do that. No,
Yeah. It's
no,
like the physical-
no, like it's usually a hey man, they're not gonna let us come back to this venue if we trash it. Please, everybody, pick up a little bit of trash when you walk out. Like,
Yeah. So those reports, it's worth noting, are all unconfirmed. But I mean, like, honestly, just from this like thumbnail pic, I wouldn't put it past that cat.
The show poster is insane.
Yeah.
So it's
fentanyl
just
with Mexican coke and asbestos.
Dude. So
what the fuck? This is an
comment.
AI generated poster. Like, there's no way that.
Dude.
That is crazy.
That's what hardcore bands are all named shit like that, and it rules so hard.
Somebody said,
So like, I can't wait to go. Let's see.
I can't wait to go see Dead Crickets.
There's a band in Knoxville or near here called Piss Rot. And like I sent Jordan a picture of them because I was like, this one dude in this band, he's the guy that looks like this cartoon that I've told you about before. And she was like, is there a band called Piss Rot? Because it's in that like absolutely illegible metal font.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I've taught you well, you can read it.
dude, it really is so hard to read.
It is, but like
Takes a
once you
minute.
can read it, you're like, oh yeah, Sango Sugar Bog. And you're like, how do you know?
Where'd you
it's
find
like,
the second O?
It's like the magic eye thing.
Yep.
That's what the fuck it is.
Once you know how.
It's a captcha.
It's like being able to speak Portuguese and everybody else are like, how are you doing that?
So this is one of my favorite comments.
Should use that as an authentication.
So they quoted or took the quote, the fentanyl Mexican coke asbestos tour, and they said, Jesus Christ, can't believe they didn't also book, quote, living downstream from the chemical plant and debilitating medical death.
Student loans make guest appearances every now and then.
Oh my gosh, I love it, dude.
Mexican coke, asbestos, and fentanyl. What is going on? Reply, second worst cocktail ever, to be honest. Reply, what's the first? Reply, anything with Malort. Reply to that. These pants aren't gonna shit themselves.
Jeez, dude.
What the fuck?
Oh, that's hilarious, dude.
Oh God. Not Malort.
Fucking, all right, so that's all I've got for that one. It was a short voice, so.
That's
But I
so
figured that you
funny.
guys would dig that one.
Oh, that
so.
rules.
It's fucking hilarious. Dude.
All right, let's see here.
Now I'm in the weeds in these comments. Apparently there's a band called Fleetwood Meth that would have been perfect for this tour. Someone replies and said, Fleetwood Meth, Meth Mouth, and Meth Witch need to all go on tour together. The Just Methin' Around Tour 25.
This is why I love the internet.
Bruce Willis has to be there.
Dude, and it's hosted by Bruce Willis and Jason Statham.
Oh God, somebody replied and said, don't forget Meth Leopard.
Meth Leopard show title.
I'm so done. I think it's a real band though. I don't want to.
Oh, no, yeah, we might not want to do that.
It's a real band.
Dude, I am not ready.
Can we play?
Oh my God.
Oh, that's hilarious,
It's a
dude.
two-piece grindcore band from Adelaide, South Australia, featuring members of Power X Chuck and Seminole Embalmment.
What?
Seminole?
Seminole Embalmment.
Oh.
Wait, isn't that one of his recipes from the
No!
the Cum Cookbook? Seminole embalmment.
Seminole's not. It is. It's both. Okay. It is strongly influencing later developments or also relating to or denoting semen.
Yeah.
I'm so done. I'm done with all this. I'm logging off.
Sorry, I just realized that I fist pumped a semen.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah. Oh my God. All right.
Well,
Well,
since we're already on one, we've got to get this one from Wes that we
Let's do
all
it.
three pulled this story. Wes sent me this story last night and said, I need you guys to act out the 911 call. Allie is the caller, Daniel's the 911 operator, and Larry is the first officer on the scene. I
All right.
put it on our notes. Daniel also pulls the story from a different source. Larry pulls the story from another source because it is so our brand. And the three different titles are More Than 100 Raccoons Swarm Woman's Home Demanding Food, and Washington State Woman Calls 911 After Being Hounded by up to 100 raccoons, and Video shows nearly 100 raccoons swarm woman's yard, prompting 911 call in Washington.
Okay, first of all, like if you look at this image,
Dude.
that is not. You wouldn't look at it and say that's about 100. No.
Well, no, you can't get them all in a picture.
Yeah.
They're all spread out. Oh god, we're all already crying.
Oh my god.
Fucking losing it
This is
over here.
incredible.
Also, new desktop background just dropped.
The raccoons.
Right.
Yeah.
And I love that they're just like kind of just moseying around.
That's what they do.
Not a big deal.
Yeah. Raccoon.
There are so many. All right.
So many. Okay, I'm gonna set up what the situation is.
Okay. Take it away.
Or should we just wing it on the 911 call
So
first?
no, this
Because
is,
you guys haven't really read it.
yeah,
right?
no, I always read mine. Come on, most of the time.
I haven't.
I know Larry has
He
it.
definitely has it. All right.
I read mine sometimes, but not all the
I
time.
didn't bring enough beer up here. I only counted on one.
Oh,
Here,
you're fine. I don't care.
I got you, dude.
We'll figure it out.
I got you, fam. It's going.
Oh.
It's going high test.
Not
but-
a space dust.
Fucking legendary pool here. Nice.
Man, I'll trade you 2 Bud Lights and a chapstick. I'm kidding.
Nah, it's gonna have to.
Damn.
I know what I have. no low balls.
Dude, that's like one of those fucking Charizard, like fucking.
Yeah, the
Man,
PSA 10.
Not to toot my own horn, but y'all already know that I think I'm the funniest person I know, right? So
Okay.
I love the shit that I post on my Instagram stories because it's a mix of shit I find and just like my idiot captions to shit. I keep finding very used Q-tips in parking lots, and I'll take pictures of them and post them and be like, serious offers only. I know what I have. I saw like 2 within like 3 days, and I posted them both, and people were like, stop. And I didn't see one for a few weeks, and I saw one, and I was like, you guys thought I was done, but I'm not.
Subreddit.
one.
If there isn't one right now,
Another
make
one.
And I'm always like, gently used, basically new. Okay, back to this.
All right, so yes, I'm ready for you to set it up,
Okay.
and then what I need you to do
I need to
is I need you to beep and boop like you're dialing a phone.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll basically skim read the story. So
All right. So we're
Is
going
this
off.
really Mango Twist?
Yes. We're going. we're going off of your source, right? Just so that I'm following the.
it's got quite a few quotes in it, so it'd probably be the easiest to use.
Okay. Cool.
God, that was a twist of fucking kicking me in the nuts.
I keep thinking it says off shrimp with the way that font is on the side and upside down.
Yeah.
And the color of it
I
is
just
like
like
a
pulled
shrimp.
that like I was like fucking woo.
Well, it's
All right,
it's
anyway.
modular, so it's like a
It's a
self-powered.
pretty
Lego
fun.
vape.
Yeah, it's like
Lego
self-powered, and then you can put the battery
Get
on
in
it,
here. No, I'm just kidding.
and then you can take it off, charge it while you still have a little bit of
And
power.
that's a fidget toy if I've ever seen one.
all the time.
What a time.
It sucks getting it misaligned in your pocket though, because you end up like this, and
Oh,
you're
that
like,
would, yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
And then what happens?
It explodes.
You just have 2.
You lose your
pieces in
ball.
pocket.
You lose one ball.
Oh no.
Anyway,
Depends how they're
All
stacked.
right.
You could lose both.
Take it away, boss.
So this video shows nearly 100 hungry raccoons, some allegedly aggressive, that are swarming a Washington State woman's home last week in broad daylight looking for their next meal. So basically, she calls the police and she's like, "Hey, I've been feeding these raccoons. Been feeding them for more than 38 years, but lately they've become kind of aggressive, and I can't even leave the house because there's too many of them here."
so listen here. This is going to be hard to explain, but I essentially am face to face, if you will, with the results of my actions, and the consequences are literally quite knocking at my door.
Exactly.
They're literally scratching on their home.
Yeah,
Please
They're literally
send
dragging. They're literally going through my trash.
Oh my god. So that's basically the whole setup you need. Also, there's a cop trying to look real tough with a whole bunch of raccoons hanging out.
Oh,
like,
totally, that's me.
Oh, yeah, that's you.
Yeah.
So anyway, our roles are I am the 911 caller, this idiot bitch that has been feeding raccoons for 38 years, which tracks. Daniel's the 911 operator.
I'm the unsuspecting 911
I
operator.
feel like these roles like track. Like,
Wow.
did you take?
And
You
then-
took inspiration picking out characters here, didn't you?
No, Wes picked him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
He knows us. He
Wes-
gets it. He gets it.
We're gonna do our best.
And Larry's the first officer on the scene.
Only
So,
because somebody had
had to be a cop. No one wants to be a cop, but somebody had to be.
No, I was saying only because he wanted to include me. Not
Sure. All right.
Well, it was either that or he could be one of the raccoons.
Larry's role is to just go.
Raccoon stuntman number 1.
He just washes his hands in beer behind us. Like, no.
All right. Beep, boop, boop.
911, what's your emergency?
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of raccoons out here in my yard.
Did you say a hole full of raccoons?
No, I'm sorry, sir. A whole bunch of raccoons out here in my
Okay,
yard.
all right.
About 100. About 100.
How many?
About 100.
Okay, and what address are we?
Oh,
servicing?
Lord. We're 1, 2, 3 raccoon holler.
That's unfortunate.
That seems like everything's normal, ma'am. I don't understand what the problem is.
They should have never let me name this road.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and dispatch one of our finest officers out there.
Yeah, because
okay.
listen, they're usually pretty good little dudes. I've been feeding them 38 years, but I ain't never seen this many at once.
Ma'am, did you say that you've been feeding the raccoons?
Well, about 38 years, yeah.
38 years. Mm-hmm. Okay.
They're friendly little critters, and I've got feed to waste, so I just toss them some pretzels outside. They like the marshmallows, and they're real cute. You give them little grapes, and they grab them in their little hands.
And how many raccoons are we dealing with here?
About 100. Listen. About 5-6 weeks ago, they really started swarming, and they've just been really pushing them numbers up, showing up like little gangs, and they got their little masks on, right? And they've been getting mean now that they've so many. They know they got me outnumbered. So
I have nothing. I can't do
Where
anything.
are you in the article?
I am in my head, dog.
Oh wait,
we are just.
wait, we're just fucking around.
Oh, I thought I was like, where's these quotes?
You thought this was a joke?
The whole time.
Larry was literally thought that
Street
they.
was named Raccoon Ollie. I'm done.
Oh wow!
Did you not see me scrolling up
Allie
and down?
I just either acted so well or so poorly that we confused our third host. And
I'm over here like, where are these quotes?
Now, my regular little dudes that come visit, they're nice, but these new critters, no, they're scary.
Have you named any of these raccoons?
No, well, a couple of them that seem to be the ringleaders, but not all of them.
And now, was that a play on the rings on their tail? Because honestly, I'm a very dry operator.
Honestly, I just kind of call all of them bandit because they look like little bandits.
No.
But now they've been getting mean. They scratch on my house. They scratch on my doors and my windows and the walls, all hours of the night and day.
Ma'am,
that's for real. That's in the article for real.
Ma'am, did you say that there's sweat dripping down your walls? Make all those bitches crawl?
Now they can walk. They're raccoons.
But it's
Are
weird.
you sure this is not? Are you sure this is not just a group of Lil Johns?
Now they do seem to be getting low.
I'm sorry. I've been Hi, ma'am.
But anyway, they's just everywhere. They's all over my whole lot. Lord, send some help out
Ma'am,
here.
this is the Kitsap County.
Some brown man
911.
showed up. He seems to be in a uniform, though.
Hold on.
Ma'am, stay on the phone. Stay on the phone.
I don't know if I need to sick him on him.
Ma'am, have you told him that we don't like his kind around here? I'm just kidding.
I borrowed my sawed-off shotgun back from my boys in Mexican code.
Oh my God!
I borrowed my shotgun back.
Dispatch, can you show me in this random ass trailer park? I'm choking. I can't breathe.
This is a double wide. Put some respect on my trailer.
I think there was a.
I need double respect.
I think Meth Zeppelin played here last night, so Anyway, ma'am, hi. I'm here from the
we
kids
don't take kindly to police or brown folk here.
Listen, you called us, okay? So
They didn't call you.
you're gonna have to deal with it.
Sir, I believe that she called me.
Listen, I don't have the time, nor do the
Do you know,
taxpayers
Lil Jon?
have the time to explain the
Can
intricacies
you get
of
low?
the emergency contact system
Can
and
I-
how we provide
Can I
our
ask
resources.
how this ended up a group call?
Listen,
Because I'm very
Officer, I
confused.
can't even leave. I need to go to the Walmart.
apparently, ma'am, the 911 operator does not know what a speakerphone is. So you are just you're in an impossible situation now. Why the fuck are there 100 raccoons around here? Like, what's?
Well, they've been friendly. There's usually only 40 or so
Man,
of them.
So this is an ongoing problem.
No.
Ma'am,
Not until
you
they
didn't
get to be
feed-
too many of them.
You didn't feed these raccoons kibbles, did you?
I fed them a little meth.
Well, oh, that's all right.
Now you you mentioned
kibbles be bad for?
now I have one final question before writing up my report, ma'am. You mentioned that these raccoons like to get low. Out of curiosity,
low.
at night, whenever you hear these sounds from the raccoons of them getting low,
They tend to go all skeet motherfucker, and I don't know who taught them
what
that.
I was afraid of.
Because this is the Lord's house, and we don't talk
If
like
you were
that here.
if you were just to wake up one morning and just hear skeet skeet skeet,
I would know.
Ma'am,
I know it's
can
the
I,
bad ones.
Can I
Yep,
just
yep,
tell you
yep.
that there's a lot of skeet talk, and there's a new cum cookbook that I just wrote.
so my
I'm
recommendation.
ending this call if y'all are going to be
So
like
my
this.
recommendation here, ma'am, I see one, the only possible good outcome for this situation. I know a man. His name is
What just happened?
his name is Titty Boy. But listen,
Not allowed.
don't judge him by the name.
I heard he goes by 2 Chainz now.
Listen, he can repel anything from a raccoon in your backyard to a woman at your bar. So he's going to
man.
take good care of.
Do you
these
mean Titty Boy or Mr. Titty Fuck?
Look, listen,
that's-
he goes by many names. I'm just
Well,
referring.
Titty Boy really is what 2 Chainz used to go by.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah,
for
he,
real.
yeah, he
Yeah.
is, yeah,
Oh,
he
I
is.
did not know that.
He's also very educated.
I don't know about that. Is he?
I think he has a master's degree, either a master's or a doctorate.
I heard he had a
Imagine being
PhD.
Dr. Titty Boy.
Hey, I heard he had a PhD.
Pretty fat dick. What?
Oh, hell.
That doesn't make sense.
Oh, my God.
That's a PFD.
Yeah.
All right.
I was
Pretty
thinking of a
huge
PDF.
dick. Pretty huge dick. Here we go.
That doesn't make sense.
Anyway,
All
How
right.
did that
All
go,
right.
Wes? That like expected?
Honestly,
or-
Wes is like, I'm sorry that I ever asked for anything.
could you imagine being somebody random, like totally new, and just like hearing this?
if they are still listening after that, God bless them. Thank you.
Yep. Oh my god.
She really did. Okay. She really did say that they recently, in the last like 5 or 6 weeks, had become aggressive because a whole lot more of them had gotten to
No
gathering.
shit. So that's
there.
what I remembered. That she said literally the like,
normal
last
ones are
6
nice, but the
weeks,
new ones
she
are
was like,
scary.
It
Yeah.
exploded.
Yeah.
Like
okay,
the numbers.
somebody needs to teach this woman about. Well, number one,
not feeding fucking
colonialism?
wild animals.
Don't feed
is that the right term that I'm looking for here?
colonialism.
Keep going, and
What do you think it means? I don't know. What are you trying to say?
What I'm trying to say is I need someone to explain to this woman that when you get a group of either raccoons or people and then you give them resources,
Orcas, anything.
and they're going to tell their friends. And
so you can absolutely compare krill to orcas to humans.
They're gonna seize the
100%.
means of production, is what they're gonna do.
yeah, and changes in the environment and personalities are going to be apparent. So,
Dude, some of these guys just look like assholes.
I mean, look at that one just plopped in the back right.
Yeah,
You know?
just
They're
chilling.
good dudes. I love them.
Good dudes. They are trash pandas.
I love them.
Trash can.
They are fun to watch.
They
but
sit. Miette sits like that. How they sit like humped
haunches
over,
kinda
and their
thing?
like their back legs kind of splayed to the front, and then like their front. And I'm like, you got no bones.
God, dude. Oh my gosh.
Mr.
All
Balloon
right.
Hands.
All right. Do we got anything else going for
God.
100 raccoons?
No,
plus?
I think that was enough for the 100 raccoons.
Okay.
Lord have mercy.
All right, I'm gonna do this one just because I want to get your guys' take on this because I feel like art. I understand to a degree art, but I'm just kind of like, is this really art?
Yeah.
Like, you know. So, and honestly, I would love to have your guys' take. So, beer can artwork accidentally thrown in bin by staff member at Dutch Museum.
Bro, if that's art, I'd be a millionaire.
Right.
But you didn't do it first.
It's true.
Boom, take a picture of this.
But
Right there.
yeah. A Dutch museum has recovered an artwork that looks like 2 empty beer cans after a staff member accidentally threw it in the rubbish bin, thinking it was trash. The work, entitled All the Good Times We Spent Together by French artist Alexandre
Listen,
Levet, I guess.
I've had
Yeah.
several good times with people, and they've never resulted in just 2 empty beer cans. So they either one were really, really strong beers,
Normally we throw them away as we go.
or they really didn't have a good time.
So, at first glance, it appears to be 2 discarded and dented beer tins. Get out of here.
We're in the UK.
I know. I just can't get over it, though.
And what?
They were on sale. 50 cents, it looks like, by the label. Hell yeah.
Okay, so hang on. However, a closer look shows that they are in fact meticulously hand-painted with
Damn.
acrylics and, quote, required a lot of time and effort to create, according to the museum. But their artistic show title.
Show title. Artastic.
Artistic. God.
Have you ever just been
I
at home
promise
relaxing
I'm educated to a degree.
Damn
But their
Cybertruck
artistic
just shows
value was lost on a mechanic who saw them displayed, which I love. It was a mechanic that's like, that's 2 fucking empty cans, man. I'm gonna toss those bad boys.
Trash. Who left their beer cans here
Yeah.
in the museum?
Who's the heathen that left them? So, and that was the other funny thing. So, you said left them in a museum. Okay, yeah. If they were like somewhere that it seems like they should be displayed, makes sense. But their oh my God. But their artistic value was lost on a mechanic who saw them displayed in a lift, aka an elevator, and chucked them in the bin. If you saw 2 cans,
That's the most British ass sentence.
right?
Found
it
him
really
in a
is.
lift and chucked him in the bin. Shut up, Ethan. Go back to London.
You know what?
Go back,
Clean out
Ian.
my boot. Drove to my flat.
Oh, God.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Smoke a fat. Whoa.
Nice catch. Oh my gosh, this name, Frugal
McDougal.
Frugal McDougal, a spokesperson for the LAM Museum
I have
and
to look how to pronounce that because that's a
Froch.
crazy.
LISSE. Is that Lise?
Also don't know.
Western Netherlands told AFP that artworks are often left in unusual places, hence the display in the lift.
Nah, dog. New York City ain't covered in trash. It's covered in artwork.
It's art, dude. It's art. Yeah, that pile of shit, art. No, I watched the artist. He's over there. He's fucking passed out on a K-hole.
Taking
dude.
a break, dude. He's been working hard for
He's
the last
been
12 hours.
K-holed for the past fucking 2
He said
hours.
it's
dude.
good for the horses.
I love a genius's mind. You know, I just can never understand how they think.
Oh my gosh.
Dude,
So
could you imagine this situation? The fact that they pointed out that a mechanic, okay, so in my mind, automatically played out a fucking skit for some reason. And I'm thinking of like the cops investigating, and it's like, I need to call an expert. And then a mechanic shows up, and they have to identify it as trash.
God. They're like, this is actually meticulously painted acrylic paint.
Subject matter expert here to
Uh,
value the
calculating. This is high high value art.
Art or trash?
All right, curator Eliza Vandenberg returned from a short break and noticed that the cans had vanished. She recovered them from a bin bag. Oh my God! Just in the nick of time.
I'm surprised they don't call them
Can we get bin bag?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
God, this is so This is more British than normal, like fucking Guardian art. Like, articles,
no,
I
it's
feel
extreme.
There was a time when we were covering a lot of UK stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just me though, because I haven't used.
We can come up with a plethora of reasons why, dude.
Well, Mirror
anyway.
just became Reddit. That's all it did. So
Yeah, true. So, quote, we have now put the work in a more traditional place on a plinth so it can rest after its adventure, Budding said.
The fuck is
A
a
what?
plinth?
Please, thank you, Allie. I knew that, like...
A heavy base supporting a statue or vase.
fuck off.
Just
Dude,
call
that's
it
what
a
I call my...
vase.
That's what I call my
Call it a
ass.
base.
A heavy base.
Oh, hey, baby, can we do it in the Flint tonight?
Now, we ask
Baby,
that you
can I stab that plinth?
don't insert any kind of toy unless it has a plinth.
It's true.
Yes.
She stressed there were, quote, no hard feelings towards the mechanic who had just started at the museum. Quote, he was just doing his job.
Okay, so the mechanic seems to be like a maintenance, like a janitorial, right?
I mean, he probably does some
I mean,
sort of.
he
like,
might have been going somewhere
yeah,
and just
say he's an
saw
HVAC
it,
guy or
like,
something, and
yeah.
he's like, "Hey, there's some trash. I'm gonna
I don't
pick."
know
Might
a
as well.
single mechanic that would pick up trash.
Okay, you don't know a single decent mechanic.
I almost picked up an empty airplane bottle in a parking lot and threw it away the other day, and I was like, "No," because they will see me throw it away and think it's mine.
See, I always look for like syringes used.
Sure,
Yeah.
but just
And-
because you like the taste.
I mean, it's only been 30 days
Spicy.
outside of the
Just 'cause you-
facility, Daniel. It's going to take a little bit more time for you
Just
to.
because you like the taste. If you've never licked
crunchy
a hypey,
and seasoned.
if you've never licked a hypey, they're tasty.
Cherry flavored from Johnson & Johnson. You're welcome.
Oh my gosh. But anyway,
I'll wait to cease and desist.
that's about all I've got for that one. I'll tell you what. Let's do this. We got about like 9 minutes left. Allie, do you mind to take us through like your horror book recommendations so that I can have some shit to read the next coming weeks?
I threw them in last week's newsletter, which you can see at read with. Nope. I have too many links. You can see at tetherradio.substack.com.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
But this is kind of quick. This is and a lot of these are stuff I've talked about before. So if you've heard this before, just fucking read these books already. Honestly. All right. There's 10 of them. First one's Bird Box.
I still have not read it.
I will never shut up about Bird Box. It freaked me
Where's my
out
phone?
Watch
so
the show.
fucking much.
Or the movie.
This whole list, it's a clickable. Like you can go to my Notion.
But
and read 'em.
I will forget. Like, I promise.
What'd you say, Larry?
I watched the movie.
The movie was
The
fine,
movie was okay.
but like,
I've heard the book is just
well, what pissed me
phenomenal.
off is the main character is a 23-year-old who gets pregnant from a one-night stand when she is freshly out of college, and they cast 50-something Sandra Bullock.
Yeah.
For what?
Yeah.
For what? Sandra Bullock looks great. She does not look 23.
No. I mean, like, yes and no. I mean, I agree. I'm just agreeing in
Yeah,
general.
but I was so physically tensed up reading that I hurt reading the book because I was so you're like ready for a jump scare in a book.
That's wild. I can just get it now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like,
Well, the library probably has a zillion copies too
Oh,
at this
that's
point.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, that's probably why I didn't do it. Dang it. Okay.
But also, there's a sequel, and I tried. I made it like a third of the way in. That sequel fucking sucks, but the book's great.
I hate that shit.
I know, man. Fantastic Land, which I never shut the fuck up about.
I will read that again.
I will
man.
read it again and again and
Yeah.
again. It's just crazy. It's so well written. It's fiction, and everybody that I tell about it is like, I couldn't put this down, and I had to keep reminding myself that this was fiction. You know, like
Yeah,
you need to
dude.
read it, Larry. It's crazy. You would really like
Land?
it. Yeah.
Dude, So going back, so I read that with you
Yep.
twice, I think.
Probably.
Because I think you recommend. No, maybe we just read it.
I think we redid it for book club. I think you might have read it before book club though.
Okay, maybe.
I've just been
know.
talking it up for years also.
I think I think so. I think you told us to read it. We read it, and then we read it for book club.
Yeah.
Dude, I went back and I started listening to World War Z.
That's on my list.
Which is kind of
very similar.
Very similar.
Because they're
I
both
like that
interview
more.
format,
Yeah.
oral history type thing.
But this one seemed to move like it
Yeah.
moves at a better clip or something. I don't know.
Well, I'm sure this took inspiration from World War Z too.
Yeah.
But
Sorry. I hadn't looked at your list.
no, that's
so.
funny. That's funny that you brought it up because I just happened. I was like, that is a good. I need to reread that because it's been too long.
It is very good.
Yeah, but it's okay. So the concept is it's set in a theme park where like a hurricane hits. And they don't expect it to flood, and it floods and gets them stuck there. And right now, that is so apt.
Very
That's
yeah.
very meta.
Yeah, very meta. I'll skip to World War Z since we did just mention it, but that was by Max Brooks. I never saw that movie because the trailer to it freaked me the fuck out.
Abort. It's terrible.
Good.
Yeah,
because
it is terrible. The book is so
so
much
good.
better.
But I really, really don't like scenes in movies where a bunch of people are like scrambling over each other like a pile of ants. And that scene in the trailer, I was like, I can't
When
do
they're like
it.
building
I
like a
can't-
zombie bridge kind of thing. Yeah.
I am getting sweaty thinking about it. I can't even. I don't know
Are you
why.
do you get claustrophobic?
No. I don't know why
I'm sure
that
there's
in
a phobia
particular
for
freaks
that.
me out, but
Yeah.
like
It's like
of
Visine.
piles of living humans, like it's so specific.
Oh, pile of living humanophobia.
Yeah, perfect. Yep.
There's a Visine
yep,
for
yep.
that.
There's a Visine for that. But it was really cool because it's told as an oral history, like it's one guy interviewing a bunch of people as if it's nonfiction. And the synopsis says that's to give it the human factor that the introduction says is to remind us not to feel detached lest we repeat this terrible history. And I'm like,
So the main thing is to stay tethered.
There you go.
got him. Another one that I know I talked about recently because it was a favorite of mine in 2023 was This Thing Between Us by Gus Moreno. I could not put it down. It's pretty short. I would not look at the synopsis because it's pretty spoilery, but it's basically a like Amazon Alexa type of device that goes crazy and then it just gets really deep and it's really good writing. And you're just like, the fuck am I reading? I'm like, just keep reading.
Did you ever see that episode of Black Book?
Black Mirror?
Black Mirror, yeah. Black Book.
No, I need to watch that because I hear it referenced, not that episode, but just Black Mirror in general,
Yeah.
to stuff that I like all the time. I need to watch it all.
I was, you know which episode I'm talking about? Do you know which episode?
I don't think so.
There's one where
vaguely.
you can create an instance of your consciousness and have it installed in a smart device and control everything about your life.
I don't like that.
So there's this case where the woman wakes up in a panic and she's like, "What's happening?" Whatever. And so the technician, has to pretty much like explain this. Is like, "Hey, you're not real. Look, the real you is over here. You're a program. You control everything. And it's fucking crazy." Yeah, that episode is wild.
Gross. I mean, that seems creepy.
Yeah.
That
Fuck,
is, dude.
so.
Next one is another favorite of mine from 2023 called The Devil Takes You Home by Gabino Iglesias. This guy's life's falling apart. He's really majorly in debt, and he ends up getting a job with an acquaintance of his as a hitman. It's really violent, really fucking gory, gritty, crazy, but it's so well written that you're like,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, he worded that really nice. There's a whole bunch of Spanish words in it. I know I've told you about it specifically, Larry, because it came with like a separate booklet.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that.
Because it's
aspect.
like you need that really to read along with it. The one I got from Book of the Month came with that. It's like sometimes there might be a page of Spanish, and it's always italicized, so you're not just like, did my brain break?
Yeah.
But like the booklet gives it context. It's not just word for word translation, so it's really cool.
Huh.
I don't know how Kindle handles that, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I need to pirate that and see how it does. Survivor Song by Paul Tremblay. We've read a bunch of his stuff, but I don't think any of y'all have read that.
No, I've heard of it.
I've talked about it before.
Okay.
But there's a rabies type of virus. I feel so bad for him because this came out in like maybe April 2020. So he clearly had written it before.
Yeah.
But there's a rabies type of virus, and it spreads really fast. Everybody's losing their shit, understandably. The main character is 8 months pregnant. I almost was like, no. But it worked. It worked for the story. But she gets bitten. This is all super early. She gets bitten, so she needs a rabies vaccine, and it happens so fast. Like, if you get bitten, you need to fix it within like an hour.
Oh, wow.
So she's trying to like make it on foot to a hospital. It's so stressful.
Damn.
I remember reading towards the end of this book, sitting outside of a Midas getting an oil change that fall, and I almost threw up reading because of how stressed I was reading it.
That reminds me of the scene in the...
And it was gory, the specific.
Yeah.
But.
That reminds me of the scene in the original American Horror Story,
Okay.
where she's pregnant with the baby, and it's like eating her from inside.
Wait, which
American Horror Story,
the first season?
Yeah, because she got impregnated by the ghost in the gimp suit. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Not the ghost in the gimp suit.
Yeah, ghost in the gimp
Dude,
suit.
hey,
That's a show
we've all
title.
been there, so.
Ghost in the gimp suit.
Dude, the first season of that was the best season
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Murder House.
So, Murder House is so good.
Oh, I need to watch that.
Yeah. And, sorry, real quick.
yeah.
That was one of, if not the best intros, songs, and like stuff. It is the creepiest thing. I can see that now and be of whatever age, 38 now, and turn lights on to walk down to my damn
Yeah,
bed.
and it's like that
it is
fucking
so
nun
creepy.
from The Conjuring.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with that. Like once they showed
The
that,
Nun
yeah,
from The Conjuring?
was it?
Oh, it was literally
Yeah,
called
in
The
in the
Nun.
first one. In The Conjuring, whenever it was a jump scare and it was that nun's face.
Are you talking about on the top of the thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was part of the.
It's dude, yeah. I mean, there's some really good jump scares in there. So
or the wood from Final Destination. That's always going to bring up some.
I've had to explain that to my mom because I'd be like, so listen, Mom, this is why we can't stay behind this truck.
yeah, absolutely. No, I'm totally with you guys.
Horror Store, which you read by Grady Hendrix. It's creepy and it's really fun until it's fucking not. And then
Yeah.
you're like, what happened? Like, why did this take such a turn?
Yeah, dude.
The whole book feels like you're waiting on a jump scare, and I like a stressful book.
we need
clearly.
to like reread that.
It's
Or
fun.
I need to reread that.
It's set in an IKEA type of store overnight. It's a really cool style of book that like you need a physical copy of because each chapter starts with a catalog page like it's from IKEA about a very Swedish sounding piece of furniture
Yeah.
that they sell at this fictional store.
It's,
So
it's
like you'll be
cool,
like
dude.
chapter 8, the Fiendor, and you're like, cool. Do I need to know what this cabinet is?
Particle board. You know we don't want particle board.
It's particle board, and you're gonna need so many more tools than they actually tell you you're gonna
God.
need.
yeah,
So-
absolutely.
I've got Salem's Lot on here, which we talked
Yes.
about. It's also under 500 pages. I didn't realize it was that short. It's Stephen King. That's short for him.
How's that possible? Because it was a 20. Well, I guess it was like
Yeah.
a 24,
Yeah.
25-hour book.
So I'm going to explain something to you because I've came to this realization. The way that you talk about page lengths,
Yeah.
to me, it's like how billionaires talk about money. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's only $500. Yeah,
Shit,
bro,
yeah.
that's significant.
Yeah,
So-
my second loft is only $500,000.
yeah.
So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
No, but the cool thing is
So Larry,
it is
500
available.
pages.
Hey man, you got a library card?
Yeah.
Get in line, brother. I promise. I stayed in line and it was worth it. I promise. That Salem's Lot is
Yeah,
very good.
it was cool.
It was very
it's,
good.
It's vampires.
It does have,
it's creepy.
It's got that creepy fucking like vibe that
Yeah.
that King has
Yeah.
with kids. Not kids.
No, he does. That's the thing he
Younger
does.
younger
Yeah.
people.
Reword
Yeah.
that.
But
Creepy vibe with kids.
I was-
well, no, it is. It literally is with kids. So
I took a class my last year of college that was a 400 level. The lit class was called The Gothic Tale of Terror, which
Yeah.
is the coolest fucking name of a class I've ever
I
taken.
would have avoided it.
I had to have so many 400 level lit classes. I'm like, you guys chose to take a class on Chaucer? Did you guys see that the Gothic Tale of Terror is worth the credit we need?
Wait, what did he write?
Canterbury Tales and a bunch of garbage like that.
Henry Chaucer, right? Is it Henry?
I think it's Henry.
Yeah.
I think it's Henry.
I'm like, surely to God I don't know two people by the name of Chaucer.
I had friends taking Chaucer and Tolkien, and I'm like,
oh God.
Did you guys look at the options? Or now Gothic Tale of Terror was heavy on the work. Like, I didn't have time to read Salem's Lot, and then when I did read it years after college, I was like, damn, this book's good as hell.
Yeah, dude. Absolutely.
Night of the Mannequins by Stephen Graham Jones. Larry, it's only 136 pages. I noted on here.
Thank you.
It's a novella.
There you go.
Whoa, no, that's racist.
It's
You
weird.
see, she thought she was being considerate.
She just called you a girl book. No, just kidding.
But
I was going with Mexican.
it's weird, and it's a lot creepier than I thought it would be. It's like mannequins come to life, and you're like, okay. And then you're like, this is scary.
Ugh.
It's like my irrational fear of porcelain dolls.
Right.
Oh, everybody hates those. And then the last one on here is the only one that I've not actually read on this list, but also by that guy that wrote The Devil Takes You Home, is his new book called House of Bone and Rain that came out a couple months ago. The synopsis says, blurring the boundaries between myth, mysticism, and the grim realities of our world, this book is a harrowing coming-of-age story, a doomed tale of devotion, the afterlife of violence, and what rolls in on the tide.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I saw a documentary that was a parody of that with the exact same description.
I feel like you didn't.
Yikes.
But man, that first
sounds really good.
That first
man.
book of his was so dark, and I need to get to this one. I've been reading a lot of dark stuff lately, so I've been trying to like back off a little.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna get to it.
Man.
So yeah, that'll be
roll,
in the episode. Now I'll throw it in this week's notes too, but it's in the newsletter at tetherradio.substack.com.
And I will float this to you guys on while we're recording. I can't remember off the top of my head. So our we will have one more to come out right before Halloween.
For Halloween?
Yeah, so maybe we can start like aggregating stuff that's like whatever, like spooky stories or something that we like.
We'll have two more. We'll have next week and then the 28th. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm
more.
just saying like the 28th we will have that one before Halloween. So, okay, cool. Well, thank you, Allie. That was fucking awesome. And honestly, I'm sure you'll probably have 10 more next week. So
I had to kind of stretch for those.
did you really?
I mean, a little bit, because I feel like I recommend the same books over and over, but I'm like,
I'll tell you what.
Really
How about this? How about I write a note and I'll do some
find-
recommendations for like viewing.
Okay.
Larry, you want to double team it with me?
I'll try to find some new horror books that I've not read
I've never
yet, but
turned
that I
down a
want to.
threesome with you.
Video shit with Larry.
Perfect.
There you go.
Yep.
All right, well, rock and roll. Well, we are going to go ahead and tie a pretty little bow on episode 318 of the Tether Radio podcast. So glad that Larry could be here in person this week. We will be back in the normal, whatever, remote stuff next week. But anywho, we hope you guys enjoyed this, and let us know what you guys thought about episode 318 of the Tether Radio podcast. You can send it to tetherradio@gmail.com. That's tetherradio@gmail.com. We have the fantastic newsletter that Allie puts together every week, tetherradio.substack.com. She's going to have the book list in there along with all of our show notes from this episode. And if you go to that URL, you can sign up for it to come to you if you'd like that to happen. You can also check out all of our previous show notes and shenanigans at that URL.
My shenanigans are elsewhere.
Yes, it's true. It's true. But I believe that's all I've got for updates. Still working on...
We're doing book club at some point.
Sure we are.
Book club will happen. That's all I'm going to say.
Larry, are you done with it?
No.
You've got 2 more days
I
this
know.
week.
Like at this point, I have no excuse.
No excuses. And
Like,
this is your
zero
reminder.
excuses.
All right, well, let us know what you guys thought about all that stuff. I've let you know where to send it. Tetherradio@gmail.com. Full send. Thank you so much for hanging out with us for right around an hour and a half. I'm Daniel.
I'm Allie.
And I think I'm Larry.
Ooh. And I know that we're thanking you guys for hanging out with us. We hope you have a great rest of your week. And be sure to check out the full episode on Monday. Until then, take it easy, friendos.
Bye.
Bye. Please clap.